Hey YouTube, this is Firewizard23 and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 4. So we've already talked to the Burgermeister and we never looked at his sign. Let's take a look here.
From the sign reading Burgermeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgermeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgermeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
Okay, and what's this little store thing right here?
The sign reads General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get.
Let's go inside the General Store.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Let's take a look around for a second.
It's an ornamental dinner plate.
No, the store.
You don't...
The store! Give me a store description.
The large ewers are just right for carrying water.
Oh. I want to do something cute. There's cats everywhere. Watch this.
You attempt to have a meaningful dialogue with the cat. It says, meow.
Alright. Might as well introduce ourselves.
You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
So this is Olga Stovich. Alright, now let's talk to Olga. Let's ask her about the things she sells.
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. Now, I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic. Of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
I did want to mention, because I failed to mention it when we walked in the door, this is my favorite character in the entire game. Only because she's that very... You will learn that she's basically the town gossip. But she does have some really important information to impart, so let's ask her about some of these things that she sells. How about the candy?
3 twists of candy will cost you just 5 kopecks. The kids love them.
Remember that the kids love them. That's going to be important.
Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
The storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
How about trail rations?
My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches. They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them.
How about the shopping bag?
The shopping bag costs 50 kopecks. It is very useful for carrying your purchases or other large things.
Alright, how about the flask of oil?
A flask of household oil will cost you 100 kopecks. It's good for door squeaks and can also be used to loosen up rusty wagon wheels.
How about the pie pan?
I can sell you a very nice large pie pan for 250 kopecks. I've always admired the men who can cook.
And finally...
You can purchase the hand broom for 350 kopecks. I'm sure you'll really clean up with it.
Alright. You probably should purchase some things from her, but let's wait on that. Let's ask her about... Now, this is kind of a sting point for me. Late Blight, when he did his LP, which I loved of this game, he didn't ask Olga about the rumors, and that's how you get her to talk about other things.
Now, what would you like to know about?
And this will change based on the status of the game, and sometimes it's just completely random. And somehow we know about the Innkeeper's wife already, but let's ask her.
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy.
Okay, so Bella, the innkeeper's wife, lost her child. And subsequently, the innkeeper lost his child.
The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you.
Okay, so she confirms the story the Burgermeister said, that there's someone living in the castle, but they don't know who it is.
Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
So werewolves are gypsies. We'll get back to that point later, because there's something that never actually comes to any point in this game that actually yields anything in this game. But there's something that was in one of the promotions for this game that I debate that it was meant to be something. I'll have to dig out. I actually still have the original manual for this game, which I'm going to have to dig out for the purpose of this LP, and there's something in it I'll show everybody. How about the monastery?
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous, and should have been torn down long ago.
And there's...
Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you.
So we should stay away from the monastery. How about the shop?
Yeah, my husband and myself have run the shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is a busy shop, he always used to say. Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you.
So she's implying that her husband is dead. We'll get back to that later, but let's purchase some goods. Goods. You can also do this by simply bringing out your money pouch and clicking on her. Okay, we will need garlic. Let's go ahead and buy that. You can actually acquire this for free somewhere else, but I'll just buy it here. By the way, you need... there are 100 kopecks to the crown. For those who are wondering about the system, we need candy. We will need a flask of oil. We will have a need for a pie pan. And we will need trail rations. And unfortunately, we do have to buy these one at a time. Trail rations will be eaten as we need them throughout the game. It costs half a crown to buy each one. Just make sure we stock up. We, as a wizard, will have no need for the shopping bag or the hand broom in this game. The paladin will need the hand broom, and the thief will need the shopping bag. Or at least anyone who has thief-like skills. I think we get a different dialogue if we say greed.
Yeah, polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Okay, by the way, you can get a funny dialogue if you click the hand on her.
Oh my, what strong hands you have. Let me feel your muscles.
On second thought, you realize you really don't want to do much touching of this woman, or vice versa.
Well, let's say goodbye.
You be careful. We don't need you going around stirring up trouble, after all. Got enough as it is. If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you? Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the wind blow fair at your back.
I like Olga. By the way, there is this barrel down here.
The open barrel is about half full of rainwater.
And what's this?
The sign simply reads, "In." Guess that means you should go in.
Ba-dum-tsh. Let's go.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
15 kopecks.
Thank you for your payment.
I also want to mention something kind of fun here. If you... Remember how we said the innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment? That's if you enter through the front door. If you get into the inn, you will notice there was the outside upper window. If you got into the inn that way, like at night, by using like a grappling hook or using the levitate spell or climbing, and then came down through that room to the front, they will there's this dialogue where they're like all freaked out, like, how the hell did you get in here? And it's like they look at you in fear and like almost horror. It's a really funny piece of dialogue. I might do a little bonus video with it. Let's introduce ourselves.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
Fair enough. Let's talk about how we got here.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
Wonder if these guys are related to Simbani. Let's talk to this gentleman. Let's ask about his name.
My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn.
So Yuri and Bella Makarov are the innkeepers.
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. You must knock if you wish to come in.
How about our room?
If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset.
Okay, how about the town?
Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly. Keep out any dangers.
If only I could levitate. How about the Burgermeister? What do you know about him?
The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble.
Okay, how about the shop?
There is not much for sale at the shop next door, but you may find something you need there.
Alright, how about the monastery?
The monastery is to the north of here. It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
But as we all know, whenever they tell us not to go someplace, you must therefore go there. How about dangers?
There are many ill things that roam this valley by night. Make certain that you never have to meet them. Never venture into the forest by night.
Ooh, scary stuff. Alright, well, we're just about out of time here, but I think we are a little hungry. Let's have a seat. And we're gonna get some food.
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
Alright, so we've automatically eaten our breakfast, so let's check time here. Oh, day one is just about ending, actually. That's why these men are here. Let's go ahead and save it up as, in the inn. And that's going to about do it today for Let's Play Quest for Glory 4. Don't worry, after a few more episodes, we will actually get to doing things, but there's a lot to go through in the town. So, this is Firewizard23, saying take care and bye-bye for now.